here with reaction, the Deputy Assistant to the President, Dr. Sebastian Gorka. Dr. Gorka, there is such denial. I want to go over this documentary, and we'll show it on the side of the screen again. I mean, in this documentary, what they're saying is one of the London Bridge attackers, literally identified on the video as OBS, and the network, Channel 4, that ran it actually showed it, but literally said on this, you could see the black flag of the Islamic State. He's saying Sharia's coming to the UK, and this black flag that you see here one day is going to be on 10 Downing Street. And then he says what's going to happen, you're going to face a backlash in this country, and if you're going to support and suppress, I mean, it's like a tinderbox, it's going to explode. Now, keep running this tape, and I'll ask you this. This is the same country that has 88 Sharia courts, Dr. Gorka, 88. Please tell me how capitulation and some type of accommodation has worked in London's favor here, because I don't see it.
Well, look, I'm not here to talk for the authorities in London. I hope that this is a wake-up call. We've had almost 800 people killed in the West in just the last 2 years, 800 people injured in the West in terrorist attacks, and almost 200 killed. If you listen to Ambassador Rice, it's exactly that attitude of defeatism. It's people like Rice, Ben Rhodes, Colin Carl, who are covering their tracks for the disastrous policies of the last 8 years, who will tell you, well, we can't defeat this kind of thing. Well, we can now because we've got somebody called Donald J. Trump in the White House. So we're not going to put up with this. If you are advocating for the overthrow of a democratic order, if you say that the caliphate, the theocratic Islamic state that ISIS has created has to cover the earth, you are a threat to all liberty-loving people in the world, whether you live in Manchester or whether you live in Boston, D.C., London, or anywhere in the West.
You know, I want to ask you this. This is so important. I mean, look at the coverage in this country. You got, you know, people on NBC News. Is Trump trying to provoke a domestic terrorist attack with his tweets? And then literally reporting, asking if the London police overreacted to the attacks. Well, after you plow down people on London Bridge and you come out slashing with knives, you know, I do self-defense, blade and gun training, firearm training. You know what? One of the hardest things to defend against is a blade. How do you stop them, and how do people raise these insane questions? What are they missing?
They live in a fantasy land, Sean. For my sins, I went on CNN early this morning. Supposed to be a 3-minute hit. For the next
you have my sympathy. You have my great sympathy.
For the next 16 minutes, the host obsessed about one of the president's tweets. 16 minutes. There are 7 people dead in London. There are 48 people, half of them in the ICU, in hospital, and we're talking about tweets.
Dr. Gorka, thank you, and appreciate it.